welcome folks to
Eds Talk. Episode número 2.
Yes, number 2 for your non-Spanish speaking people out there.
Sí, señor.
Es número 2, amigo.
This is Edwin con el hombre de cabo. Is that how you pronounce it in Spanish?
No. Hombre de cuevas.
Hombre de cuevas.
Translates to, technically, man of caves.
Man of caves? That sounds a lot more majestic than just there's a blind out caveman.
There's a certain majesty to it.
Yeah, there is.
The man of caves. But anywho, I don't have a fancy nickname. You can just call me Edgar. I am Edgar.
Edgar or King Bitch. Whichever you guys prefer is fine.
Oh, shucks. He
loves being called a bitch.
Only when I pay for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
See what I did, though? It's a fetish joke. Anyway.
Yeah. So, we got a couple things we need to talk about today.
We have to... Oh, boy.
We have to talk...
This sounds like... It's like, Edwin, we need to talk.
This is serious, man. This is serious conversations. Let's actually start off with Batman, the Killing Joke.
Ah, yes.
Got a sneak preview, aka bought a bootleg at a barbershop and basically watched it. I am planning on buying it. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. I liked it.
It's getting a theater release. It's a limited theater release, I believe.
And probably gonna do a lot better on Blu-ray, DVD out.
Perhaps, but I mean it's Batman, and the animated Batman movies do have a pretty huge following. They tend to be pretty good, so I think it's gonna make up at the very least what it costs to make.
Like for example, yeah, but
it's gonna break even.
Okay, for example, do you know how the latest Dragon Ball Z film made in theaters did even.
Wait, as in the animated one?
Yeah, the animated one. Yeah,
right,
no, the live action doesn't even. Live action is dead to me. Does not exist.
See, that's different though. That got a theatrical release in Japan.
Yeah.
And in Japan, anime is
yeah,
it's huge.
It's like porn.
It's to quote Donald Trump, huge.
It's huge. Huge.
So of course it was number 1 in the box office for the few weeks going over there. So I feel like that's not a great comparison.
Yeah.
You put up a fucking DBZ movie in theaters here in the States and it
still has a big following here though.
It does, but not record breaking numbers.
So what do you predict as far as that movie's gonna do in the box office? You say over $1 million in the box office?
Probably. Few million. At the least.
Hopefully, man.
3 million.
3 million?
I'm gonna call it.
Actually, that sounds like a pretty good assessment. But yes, I mean, you were familiar with the entire concept or the plot of the Killing Joke since you read the comic book.
Yeah.
Did you think the movie did the comic book justice?
It was interesting. I read the comic book a while ago. So I'm not sure if the beginning with the whole Batgirl shenanigans actually happens in the graphic novel.
It doesn't. They added that
effect more towards
No, I mean it added to the plot basically. Yeah.
It didn't though.
It did.
Did it?
Well, it gave. Basically, that one scene, because I'm not trying to spoil it for the people who haven't watched it or read it, but kind of made the impact of what happened to Batgirl seem that much more powerful.
Yes. All right, but all right. Here's my.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my qualm with it.
Okay, Master. Tell me what you think, Lord Lennon.
I'm just saying. Here, it's my opinion, man. I'm gonna share my opinion, man. All right, dude. Can I do that, dude?
Shut the fuck up, man. Just tell your opinion.
All right. So here it is. That whole what was it? It was first 25, 30 minutes of the movie were a completely separate thing that didn't happen in the graphic novel.
Yeah.
And it was there. They put it there to make certain scenes in the later parts of the movie more impactful, and to have that be a foundation for how Batman was going to feel later because of things that happen.
Yeah.
But Batman, for the most part, is this blank slate of emotion Like, yeah, he has the dialogue that says, "Oh, you know, it's two of us. Our fates are tied together." Blah blah blah. But he's Batman, so he's like emotionless. So like you don't really feel anything. You feel like he doesn't feel anything. Like, yeah, Batgirl, stuff happens, and he's like, that sucks. I'm gonna go get Joker now. All right, great.
Yeah, there's like for example, there are things that happen in the movie that make me question, like just how much do Batman and Commissioner Gordon really care about Barbara Gordon? I feel like if I was Barbara, I'd be fucking pissed. Like, are you kidding me? Really? You're not even gonna bother to kick his ass. No, fuck you guys.
Let's do it by the book, Batman. Don't punch him or nothing. Don't rough him up too bad. Yeah, let the justice system rough him up.
Yeah. 20 years to life.
You know,
he escaped again? God damn it.
It's only the 13th time. This time it'll stick.
It's funny, like, do they not have the death penalty in Gotham?
Apparently not, no.
It makes no sense to me. Like,
you would think with, like, the level of crime that Gotham has and, like, the type of criminals that come out of Gotham, like, there's some pretty inhuman people, some really serious threats to, you know, the general public, and they're like, man, 5 years to life.
See, because the thing is that, like, I'm a little bit puzzled, mainly because I think I saw this like statistic or this note where it said like Joker killed hundreds or if anything thousands of people. Isn't that like Osama bin Laden status or something, or like? Or Saddam Hussein or something. I mean, like, and I'm not sure. I mean, like, Saddam Hussein, they killed like 1,000 people. Actually, his family killed thousands of people.
I think if it was realistic, like, they would have transferred the Joker to some other state where he'd committed a crime, where there was the death penalty, and have him killed there. If it was like real life Batman. Yeah. But where it's like, oh well, you know, Batman doesn't kill. The justice system doesn't kill people, and like they're trying to create that divide between good and evil kind of thing. Yeah. Then of course it's not realistic. It's like, you know, Joker can kill 1 million people, and he's like, all right, well, 20 years to prison. I mean,
these guys keep escaping. Yeah. Which is pointless. Like.
But that is the thing. Batman doesn't kill. Good guys don't kill people.
Yeah. Whatever. How would you rate this as far as animated Batman films? Would you rate it at the top, middle? Is there another film you enjoyed a lot more than this film? Killing Joke, I mean.
Yeah, I think, as far as, like, animated Batman films, I would have to rate this towards, like, high middle, you know?
High middle, yeah.
Like, it's based on a really, like, a great story. I love the premise.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite, like, most favorite comic books. The Killing Joke, it's a pretty good comic book, man.
Like, I love the kind of look into the past of the Joker. I'm just giving a synopsis here.
No yeah, and there's like no spoilers at all, yeah.
And the whole premise of the graphic novel is how all it takes is one bad day to turn somebody into a madman, basically the Joker. You know? Yeah. And like it's a really interesting premise, I think, but ultimately I think with the addition of that first 30 minutes into the film, like it just, I don't know, made it meh. And
how meh though? I feel like
it made it meh. It took away rather than add to it.
How did it? It added. I think it took away. What did it take away from like the Joker?
Like, all right, it didn't add because it had to do all with Batgirl, who ultimately, if you look back at the movie, is only really present for that one scene she's in, and then she's like, oh, okay, I'm a fucking potato for the rest of the fucking thing. And then it's all like Batman and how he feels. And again, you know, Batman isn't the best conduit of emotion, so it's like we don't really know how he feels. He's supposed to be torn up and like really affected by it, but I think it comes across better in text because you can put all the emotion that you want to as you're reading the text. You can put all the emotion in your head. When somebody else interprets it and doesn't put as much emotion as you thought that scene had, then it kind of ruins it. Like, that's what happened to me. Like, I expected him to be much more...
Okay, so you're blaming the American Voice Acting Association for this? Like,
I guess, yeah. I think, you know, he didn't... I didn't think that he was that upset. Like, I didn't think he was taking it too badly. Like, he was just like, all right, whatever.
So context is basically the context in like the comic book works a lot more than it does.
I think
the actual
like it
film.
worked better as a graphic novel than it did as a film, I thought.
Yeah.
And again, all that stuff in the beginning, it might as well have been fluff for me. So
voice acting. Yeah.
Voice acting, I mean, come on. It's Batman, you get Mark Hamill as a Joker, who, as far as I'm concerned, is the only person that should do Joker voiceovers.
How old is Mark?
He's on in years.
He's on
like
it, yeah.
50s, early 60s, I think.
Oh no, he's still got a couple years then. He can still he can still work.
He can still fulfill my life.
You know, whatever. You know, you send him to a retirement home, just freaking bring a voice recorder. All right, Mark, read these lines into the microphone, please. Who are you?
Just read, Mark. Just read.
No, in the voice, Mark. Use the voice.
I forget how to. God damn it, Mark. What good are you?
We're just kidding, Mark. We love you, Mark. Don't ever change, Mark.
Do the voice, please. Do the voice. Yeah, I mean...
Dance, monkey, dance.
I mean, as far as the voice acting goes, it's pretty good. Like,
yeah.
It's great. I don't know. It's top notch. Like, the Batman, it's the same guy that's been doing Batman for a while, too, I think.
Yeah.
So you get the same kind of monotone Batman. Hey, Batgirl, you're off the case. I'm Batman. Where is she? Swear to me. But, so he's good too, but again, like too monotone to like really express any sincere emotion. So it kind of takes away from the fact that, you know, he's trying to convey this hurt and like this vengeance that he wants to get from the Joker, but he doesn't really convey it too well because he's so monotone. Whereas, I mean, the scenes with the Joker where he's flashing back and everything, like, those are great because, I mean, Mark Hamill has this great range and he gets to be really expressive in that role, I think.
Yeah.
So you actually get to kind of be in his shoes and, you know, he goes into his little monologue at the end about, you know, all it takes is one bad day, and he really sells the idea, I think. Whereas, again, Batman is just, okay, cool.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Here's a coffee.
All right, so final grade. You give
final grade.
Yeah.
I mean, out of...
All right. You're Rotten Tomatoes. You gotta. All right, Edgar, gotta give me your freaking score right now.
I'm gonna go ahead and do 82%.
B minus. Yep, I give the same thing.
Yeah.
B minus. See, the thing is that the comic was so well. The thing is that when like for example when I first saw the story, like, oh my god, they're gonna make an animated film of this comic book. I'm like, I was like a boy in Christmas, like little boy in Christmas. Oh my god, yeah!
Boy, a Nintendo 64, yeah!
Which is funny because I wonder whatever happened to those two kids who got that N64. Did they end up like, you know, becoming enemies? Say, this is my 64.
Probably ended up in some rape dungeon or something. Oh shit! Did I just?
Yes.
Well then.
He just took it to a place that.
Thank you for tuning in this week, folks.
No, but definitely a recommendation. We definitely recommend picking that up or going to the movie theaters.
Yeah. My recommendation is read the graphic novel first.
Yeah.
Watch the movie, and then you can make your own opinion. Form your own opinion. I think the graphic novel is, of course, better than the film, but it's up to you.
I guess we should go from animated film to animated app. Pokemon Go. We have yet to discuss this.
Pokemon Go.
Now, mind you, I don't do Pokemon Go. I'm not interested in Pokemon Go. Edgar, however,
I'm sorry,
is crazy about it.
Let me just redact what Caveman just said. I don't do Pokemon Go because I can't do Pokemon Go because my phone doesn't support Pokemon Go, but I really, really, really want to do Pokemon Go.
I honestly have no interest in Pokemon Go. I have no interest in Pokemon.
It's alright, man. It's a cool thing. You don't have to be ashamed of it. You can want to do Pokemon Go. Everybody wants.
I would I'll probably if I want to do Pokemon, I'll get an actual Pokemon game and I will play. I don't need to.
But this is an actual. This is Pokemon Life, man.
Pokemon Life? No, it isn't.
I'm in the world catching real Pokemon. Oh look, there's a Pokemon right there. It's a Venonat. I'm catching Pokemon right now, folks.
All right, go ahead. Catch your Venonat while I talk shit about Pokemon.
I'm gonna give it a berry first, so it trusts me.
So it trusts you
before I take its freedom.
So you're gonna be Old Man Herbert from Family Guy? Hey, cat.
Hey, Pokemon.
Hey, Pokemon. I
got some berries for you.
Dude, one of my favorite lines from that dude is like, all right, guys, we could, because I think that there's like two paper boys, Chris and the other people were like fighting over his service. Yeah. All right, guys, we could settle this in a humane fashion. First person to like swallow a whole bottle of 10 p.m. wins. And I was like, I couldn't stop laughing.
Man. How that old man is not in prison yet is beyond me.
Because it's a cartoon, bro.
Because it doesn't have to make sense. It's a cartoon.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, Pokemon Go, it has swept the world. It's so fucking popular.
Dude, I saw a fucking, I think I was on Facebook the other day. And
a video of, like, people swarming the streets and shit, right?
Well, yeah, like, I think, Central Park in New York. Just for a freaking Vaporeon.
Hey, man, those are rare.
I would hate to see what happens when a Mewtwo appears. You're gonna see people. It's gonna be worse than than freaking Black Fridays and stuff. It's gonna be freaking people getting like trampled over.
I think it's interesting, like the effect that it's had on the collective world, though. I mean, you think about it. If I know you don't have the app, so you haven't actually tried it. You haven't actually gone around.
No, I mean, like I've used it through my brother's phone, uninterested.
Okay, see, no, that's you. But then, the world at large, I can say pretty confidently that a good fraction of the world is actively interested in Pokemon Go, even if they're not fans of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just the idea of like going around catching little monsters and shit.
Yeah. Interests
them, so they do, and it's bringing people together like nothing else really has recently, or like ever in recent memory. I was with our buddy Brian. And we were just kind of hanging out at a Pokestop, kind of just chilling.
Oh, you mean a church?
Yeah.
A church.
In front of a church. We were loitering in front of a church.
Catching Rattatas and Pidgeys and shit.
Yeah, we were just hanging there, and then, a couple more people came by, started hanging out, and we just walked right over, and we started chit-chatting about Pokemon Go, and then that led to a conversation about, random other stuff. And, like, it's a great way of meeting new people. Like, you hear about people getting dates and shit because of Pokemon Go.
Really?
I met my girlfriend because we were both playing Pokemon Go, and we met up at whatever at a gym. So it's like, you're like, I'm gonna borrow my brother's phone again.
No. No, it's interesting. No, I mean, if people are going out. The thing is that people are using it as quote-unquote as exercise.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
How often really people are driving to these locations?
Exactly, yeah. No, very few people are actually walking around. Unless you live in the city where, like, every corner is a Pokestop, then you're usually driving places. But
yeah,
my point is, like, it's bringing people together, and it's, like, transcending boundaries. Like you see a crowd of people. But I had a classmate tell me about how he got stranded when he was going to Six Flags, and they had to just walk around for a while the guy was, the mechanic that they call AAA or whatever, was fixing the car. And they're just walking around a park, him and his girlfriend, and they see this huge crowd of people, all ages, all races, all whatever, ethnicities, whatever. And they're all just chilling out, playing Pokemon Go, man. It's like, Middle Eastern people, black people, white people, kids, not old people, but, older people. And it's like, Pokemon Go has transcended beyond, like, so many different boundaries that, like, nothing else in my recent memory, I can't really think, has done that before. So it's like...
It's also responsible for a lot more car accidents.
That too.
And robberies.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, there's always somebody that will use something positive for personal gain, or to rip other people off.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it's an interesting thing when viewed objectively from a distance. It's like, wow, man, peace in our time might take the form of Pokemon Go. Think about it.
That'd be crazy, man.
What if, like, ISIS is, like, really into Pokemon Go?
Can you imagine?
It's like, we really want a Tauros, but it's only available in North America. Can we just let's stop this fighting and let us go over there so we can catch this Tauros?
Dude, If that, oh my god! See, now's the time to buy Nintendo stock.
Yeah, no, dude, what is it? Like, they're over a week. The value of like Nintendo as a company went up by like, what was it, like $4 billion?
$4 billion.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous, dude.
Holy
like,
shit!
This Nintendo was in trouble, and this app took them out of the danger zone. And that's not the sexy danger zone, but like, the bad danger zone. The danger zone.
Wait, but by danger zone, like, what do you mean? Cause like bankruptcy? Cause I don't think.
Well, no, not bankruptcy, but
Yeah.
they I mean, their profits weren't as great as they'd been, say back in whenever the fuck, I don't know.
Since the Wii.
I guess.
Yeah.
But like, they haven't been that profitable lately. So this
course,
certainly, it was the blue pill to their metaphorical penis.
No, but so wait, how many Pokemon you have so far?
Me? Quite a few. I mean, the point is not to collect them all per se. It's just because you catch a lot of garbage.
Oh no,
which means a lot of Rattatas, a lot of Pidgeys. Right now I have 77.
77 Pidgeys?
No, 77 Pokemon in general.
Oh, okay.
Not just Pidgeys. The majority of the Pokemon I get, I transfer out to like, I trade them in for candy, which I use that candy to power up the Pokemon that I do have.
And with those power-ups, you go face quote-unquote gyms,
yes.
Gym battle, yeah.
It's really interesting because they managed to also make it competitive by having the teams, which is really cool. So there's this unity aspect to it where it brings people together, but then it's a double-edged sword where it brings people together, but then it also divides them into colors and different classes.
Oh yeah, like gangs.
Exactly. So
hey, this is the yellow zone. I don't think you don't belong here, boy. Get out of here.
And it's funny because a lot of people take it like super serious, like, yeah, hashtag Team Valor or whatever, Team Mystic, Team Instinct.
Wait, is there a Team Rocket?
I don't know. I think. No.
Is there a Team Rocket?
I've heard of Team Rocket, but I don't know if it's like an official thing or just people that don't choose a team or just go around wrecking shit on their own.
So posers.
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 But yeah, no, I just think that's kind of funny.
Yeah. The way to stop racism. Pokemon Go app.
I think it's funny. I mean, you think back to 20 years ago and you think, what's the future gonna look like? It's like, oh, flying cars and shit. No, we're all gonna be playing Pokemon.
Yeah. Holy shit. I'm still waiting for like the hoverboards, man, and it's never gonna happen.
Don't hold your breath, man.
Oh, god damn it. I'm so disappointed, man. I really expected, like, as a 10-year-old boy, I'm like 25 years old, I'm gonna be hovering through the freaking city. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be driving my freaking Toyota Camry all over town.
You know, it's gonna be funny though when you're like 85 and you're on your deathbed. Then like it's gonna come on the news. This just in, first ever prototype hoverboard.
I know it sucks because you're like, for example, like video games are gonna get like. It's gonna be like virtual. You're gonna be in the video game, but I'm gonna be too old to fucking play them by the time they come out.
Yeah, you're gonna be lost in your own head. You're
exactly.
Be running circles in some.
Gotta be going full Floyd Mayweather Senior. for those who don't get it, because basically Floyd Mayweather Senior looks like the type of guy who is trapped in his head, in like an endless abyss of blackness or darkness, running,
just running forever, just in this infinite black.
He is a good boxer, though.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, good defensive boxer, but...
Get him in a gym, and he's like, the light switch goes on, and he's found himself again. He's like, all right, well, let's get to training. But otherwise, it's just swaying back and forth slowly in oblivion.
Nurse is like right next to him. Are you okay, Mr. Mayweather?
And then he's just, help me!
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's enough of Pokemon Go.
There's no...
Who knows, I might. No, I'm probably not gonna even download Pokemon Go, but whatever. Another thing that I've read is, if you're a wrestling fan pro wrestling fan, and how wrestlers are different between wrestling and pro wrestling. If you're a pro wrestling fan, you might be interested in knowing that there are 50 retired or past WWE employees.
Has-beens.
Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, that's like the definition, I guess.
Yeah.
Quite an astute response, bro. But basically, they filed a class action lawsuit against the WWE for brain trauma or injuries.
Now, is it like legitimate stuff, or are they just so over the hill and tired of wrestling in high school gymnasiums that they're like, all right, how can we squeeze some money out of Vince McMahon?
See, because I think that's thing is because the case is being led by one of these lawyers who's constantly trying to get money out of the WWE.
Okay.
So it's basically more of the lawyers trying to get money off, and they're using these wrestlers to get. Because I mean, these wrestlers. I mean, if you don't manage your money correctly and you're a professional wrestler, once you retire, you're fucked. like the only way you can make money is going through like autograph signings or making a special appearance here and there. But if you're over the hill, nobody's gonna want to pay you.
Exactly. It's like, that's great. You're gonna charge me $2 for a picture with you? Fuck you, man.
But the thing is that here it's the same as like if you're in football or in like a combat sport, you know what you're getting yourself into. You're not doing ballet. You're not doing business like office work. You're putting your body on the line, and in the wrestling business, you are constantly taking bumps.
Yeah, I feel like it's part of the job. You know, you should know the risk before you go in. And granted, I mean, they're not gonna have wrestlers start wearing helmets and shit. Cause that looks silly. Yeah, I mean.
Can you
it's
imagine
funny that you say that would look silly, but it's like you think about it. It's a WWE. It's already fucking silly as shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, come on. But I think they should know, and it's like I get that it's a combat sport in a sense, but it's all choreographed. It's all scripted. Yeah. They're all trained for the most part, and they know what they're doing. So it's really just like a really rough dance when you think about it.
It's choreographed, but actually a lot of like the most experienced wrestlers, they actually call it on the fly. They basically know what the ending is gonna be, but basically throughout the match they actually improvise. Yeah, they improvise. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, again, it's they do the moves not to hurt the other guy.
Oh yeah, they're not. Actually,
they do the moves because it looks like it hurts, and I mean, otherwise the Undertaker. I mean, come on, he wouldn't be wrestling. Ric Flair wouldn't be wrestling if the moves were real.
Oh no, Ric Flair would be dead right now if the moves were real. No, but honestly, as a wrestler, it is actually their responsibility to take. It is your responsibility as a wrestler to protect your opponent. That's basically what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at something like the UFC. Does that apply to the UFC? It is your job to protect your opponent.
No, it's not.
It's your job to cave his fucking face in.
Yeah, exactly.
And get the $50,000 bonus for fight of the night.
Yeah, go on.
No, you go ahead.
Actually, I was gonna do a segue to what's going on to the UFC USADA thing, but it's interesting because the thing is that that was basically Benoit's big deal. It wasn't steroids that caused him to lose his mind. It was numerous concussions. He has this move, like the diving headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
That he's probably landed like on his head more than 1,000 times. You think of the number of matches he has.
That might have had something.
Yeah, of course. That has to be the sole, which is why people are so against steroids. But I mean, I think these people should be taking steroids.
I mean, a lot of them, yeah, I guess.
No, a lot of wrestlers should be taking steroids, like especially with like their schedule. They're constantly on the road for 5 days a week wrestling. That takes a toll on your body, man. Like the body can only take so much.
Now,
and I think steroids actually helps a lot with like recovery and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then I mean, there's also the downside of steroids.
Abuse.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it'd be great if they could regulate it, but obviously they're not going to. So maybe what needs to change is like WWE regulations as far as like training schedules go and all that jazz. Like I get it, it's a business and Vince McMahon is just churning the little monkey wheel to pump out as much money from him.
Yeah. What you got a broken? Because the thing is that CM Punk also did like the wrestler CM Punk who's fighting in September. I'm interested in seeing how that goes. Not gonna go well. Trust me.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
He's gonna get knocked the fuck out. But like that guy says like numerous times like, hey, I had to work with like countless injuries. Like for example, that one dude, fucking what's his face, Ryback, actually fucked his fucking ribs up, kicked his ribs, broke it, and he basically had to wrestle a couple months with like broken ribs.
See, so like that's not. Like, steroids aren't going to mend a fucking broken rib overnight, It's not like fix all snake tonic. Like, there has to be some changes in the WWE regulation where somebody's, like, checking Vince McMahon is like, all right, dude, we can't be having these injured people fighting, 5 days a week and all that.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to, like, I don't know, go in.
But the thing is that, the solution is less shows. But you know what less shows means? Less money. Exactly. And Vince McMahon's gonna, like, lose his shit. Less money?
What do you mean? What's that even mean?
You're fired. Get out of here. But
he goes back to counting his money.
Yeah.
Which I imagine he keeps all on his desk.
Probably sleeps with his money.
It's like Scrooge McDuck or whatever.
Money. But yeah, talking about steroids and PEDs, let's transition to the UFC, which they're having
a lot of going-ons in there.
Yeah, dude, people are getting suspended left and right, man. Like Chad Mendes is the latest person, number 3 featherweight in the world, took Conor McGregor. Not to the limit, but basically, he was winning the fight before he got knocked out.
Yeah.
Suspended for 2 years.
Wow, for Tylenol PM or like legit steroid?
Some kind of. It wasn't steroids, but it was like some sort of PED. Kind of helped him, I guess, with testosterone.
Which, I mean, you look at all these supplements and stuff, like, all of them to a certain degree have some sort of performance-enhancing aspect to it. Like, that's the point of supplements. It supplements. I'm trying to, like, piece this together and have it make sense and, like, kind of.
No, my means, man, take your time. It's cool.
I don't know. Like, there should be a little bit of leeway, unless you're like taking anabolic steroids and like turning into the Hulk or whatever. Like, okay, I get that. It ruins competition. It makes it one-sided. It's unfair. Yada yada yada. Yeah. But like stuff where it's like, oh, I'm taking this stuff to it keeps my bones healthy or it keeps my heart ticking correctly. Like, okay, that's fine. If it pops up in the drug test or like, I don't think they should be suspended for shit like that where it's like it's a health thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking this for my well-being, not to get an edge in the sport.
Yeah. The thing is that UFC they got pressured into like because the thing is that people were popping for like not even steroids, freaking recreational drugs. And they felt pressured, so what they do is they hired the USADA, which is the United States Anti-Doping Agency, which is like I think like the third strictest like drug testing in like the world, just behind the world like WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, and the Olympic, which is like the top tier. Like I honestly like it's you can only eat food and drink water. That's all. You can't take any supplements whatsoever. No Advil, nothing like that. But dude, the USADA book, as far as what's banned, is like an inch thick. There's so many things. And for example, you pick up supplements like you go to GNC, you pick up something. There are a whole bunch of weird fucking chemicals you can't even pronounce.
Yeah, all those like 27 syllable words.
Yeah.
And shit.
And those are probably banned, but you have no idea how could you?
So you're just reading the label. It's like, oh well, it makes your heart strong. Yeah. Oh sweet, I'll take this. I feel a little gassed out sometimes. My heart rate's a little high. Whatever, I'll take some of this, and then suddenly, oh, you're banned from the sport. Goodbye.
Like seriously, you cannot take an Advil. There's literally a compound in Advil that basically is banned, and if you take an Advil. Like, and then these people randomly, because that's how it goes now. They just randomly show up in your house and, all right, give me some blood, give me some urine, all right, peace.
It's like, wait, who are you again?
So I'm sick right now. What the fuck you doing? No, I took an Advil, and these people probably don't even know Advil's banned.
Jeez.
And not that, but IVs are another thing that are banned. IVs are banned. It makes no sense. BJ Penn got suspended for 6 months for taking an IV.
That's kind of ridiculous. Like, again, like, I think there should be a standard for certain, like, different sports should hold themselves to different standards. I think, like, combat sports like the UFC, like, I can see how some supplements could be seen as something that's going to improve your odds in a fight, it's going to give you the edge or whatever, versus something that's going to give you the edge in, like, if you're playing football or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it has to range from sport to sport, from activity to activity.
Yeah.
And I think they need to lower that inch thick book you were talking about? They need to like revamp it, revise it, make it maybe.
No, but the thing is that's their system.
It's a silly.
The thing is that the system does not correlate with that type of competition because it's different. But I mean, there's like for example, you remember that one ad where basically it was like all over like Yahoo, whatever, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. It's like The Rock and all these Hollywood stars, they take the supplement and
personal trainers hate him.
Yeah, and the way I hate the supplement, and I forget. Fucking Rock takes it. Mark Wahlberg. All right, and then it's fucking steroids. It was freaking steroids. I was taking steroids for 2 months when I realized it. Because the thing is, I got off it and my dick stopped working.
I just clogged out
for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was like I was literally worried as shit, and
come out to play, please.
Yeah, no, I was really. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck did I do to my body? But luckily, I actually did the research. I'm like, all right, so it's basically just like I basically was taking testosterone. So basically, my body's testosterone thing just shut down. Of course, now it's back to regular, but that's basically.
So here's a question. Now, when you were on said steroids for the 2 months, were you like super horny? Were you like fucking mailboxes and stuff in your day to day?
No, but my gym workouts were fucking intense though. I can handle a lot more. Dude, like for example, like I currently look like Nader Nick Diaz, skinny but in shape. Like back when I was taking, I look like GSP. Like the only reason why you couldn't see is because I never take my shirt off.
Yeah, no, that'd be weird. If you were just like,
like I'm
check this out.
Check it out, man. I'm the situation. I'm the Dominican situation.
It's like, all right, well, I'm never coming back here again.
But dude, like I was ripped or whatever, and like I also like freaking my sperm count was high as fuck. And whatever.
Right, did you like sift through it and count it individually?
Yeah, man.
It's microscope.
Specifically, I actually saved you sit there for a second. I actually saved it.
Oh wow! Look, he's got a whole medicine cabinet full of his samples. Great.
Indeed.
Funny, they're all in socks.
What? Fucking smart ass. See, you like taking my joke and making it funnier.
What? How dare you take my joke and make it funny?
How dare you one up me?
That's a good one.
But the thing is that, for example, John Jones, Brock Lesnar, they both tested positive for estrogen blockers. Yep. You know what estrogen blockers does?
It blocks estrogen. Boom. Science.
Smart man. But here's why people take estrogen blockers.
To not get titties?
There you go. And how do you get titties? When you take something you're not supposed to take.
Exactly.
So basically, John Jones and Brock Lesnar, they're not off the... Brock Lesnar, he looks like he... for the longest time, I think... Alright, I gave him the benefit of the doubt just because he never failed a drug test. So I'm like, who knows? He might have some freaking Viking genes.
Yeah. But I mean, come on.
Because I actually read his book, and he has a picture of him when he was 13. Dude was built like me. On like basically like on like my peak days and stuff. Freaking had 6-pack. I'm like, god damn, that guy's 13 years old. He looks just like me. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe his boobs just grew out of his shoulders, and that's why he's got those like tumorous masses.
Brock Lesnar, shoulders on his shoulders, titties on his titties.
I mean, I think it's funny. So like. I haven't been really keeping up with the news as far as like the whole doping UFC thing.
Yeah.
But like, did they ever find out what was John Jones taking or was that estrogen blockers?
He was taking an estrogen blocker and something else. I forgot what it is, but yeah, I think he's guilty.
He's guilty.
I think he's guilty, bro.
It's a damn shame, you know, because like. This guy's talented.
He's talented as fuck, yeah. It sucks, man. But
like, why do you need that edge when you're that skilled? I feel like.
But the thing is that see, that's the thing. He has the best frame for his weight class, the longest reach.
Yeah.
And basically, he should be fighting heavyweight. But the thing is that he has such skinny legs that basically, for him to cut to 205, it's pretty freaking easy. All he has to do is just basically cut salts. And that's about it. He should be able to make weight with like just basically like sitting in the sauna for a couple and just cutting out
Sweating
salt.
it out.
Exactly, yeah. While others, they have to do much more rigorous things, like putting plastic bags over themselves and all that stuff. But yeah, man, it's a crazy business.
It seems a damn shame to throw away essentially a career, because I mean, he just came back, he's trying to prove a point, and then boom,
I promise you, he's gonna be gone for 2 years. He's gonna get 2 years. He's gonna get suspended for 2 years.
I can see that.
Brock Lesnar, he's gonna lose millions of dollars. Well, actually,
I mean, he's Brock Lesnar. He's gonna come out unscathed.
I'm gonna bang my wife tonight, guys. Woo!
Pop on my wife. Drink a Coors Light. Oh man. Yeah, he doesn't care. Plus, if shit goes south with the UFC, he's got WWE. Vince McMahon's like, oh yes, come on back, Brock. Paul Heyman is, oh yes.
It's funny because like
Brock Lesnar.
Because you made a funny correlation that like basically Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar is like Majin Buu and Babidi from Dragon Ball Z, and it's like, oh my god, it's so accurate.
It's perfect. It fits so well, I think.
Brock Lesnar,
you can't be my Brock Lesnar. Oh man.
Oh fuck. Oh, that's too funny. Oh fuck it. Well, actually, I read an interesting story today.
Do tell, caveman. Do tell.
So. Bernie Sanders got fucked by the Democratic.
Sexy.
Not in the good kind.
Oh, well, that sucks.
In a negative way. No, basically Russia leaked thousands of emails.
The whole WikiLeaks thing. Where, they leaked the emails.
That basic.
That like. The Democratic National.
Yeah, exactly. And basically they were trying to sabotage him.
Yeah.
Kind of like feeling, hey, is he an atheist or is he Jewish? Or like basically like also like some homophobic slurs and shit. Like,
yeah. So they're like conniving against him so he wouldn't get the candidacy.
Yeah, which worked.
Sadly.
I guess it worked, yeah, because freaking Hillary Clinton is running for president now. What the fuck you doing with my chair, son?
Nothing.
You're fucking with my chair, bro.
I didn't just break your chair. It's okay. Look away. Hey, look at that thing on your ceiling. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back to Bernie Sanders.
Yeah,
I think it says a lot about politics in this day and age. Like, politics has always been kind of like, cloak and dagger, shifty-eyed, kind of suspicious and whatnot. Granted, and I don't keep up with it enough to really know.
Yeah, me either.
Who's who or what's going on. Really, like.
Actually, the head of the Democratic Association,
she's
resigned.
Yeah.
She resigned because she had to.
Yeah, no.
Dude, the Democratic Party, they're panicking right now. They might lose to Donald Trump.
Yeah, no. Thanks to this little baloo.
And you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump, man.
Really?
Yep. I'm completely off the Hillary wagon. Well, I was never on the Hillary wagon, but I wasn't on the Donald Trump wagon either. I just like, dude, it's everything in my body telling. A vote for Hillary Clinton is a vote for same old shits.
I don't know. I feel like
all right. Here's the thing. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you need a politician to run this country," and that's basically what we didn't even. This country has constantly been run by politicians. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't it be run by like somebody else, somebody who knows the economy? Because all right, for example, like people are saying, oh, he's a bigot, whatever. All right, let's be real. I mean, he's a businessman. He's employed people.
Yeah, but how do you equate
the
most powerful nation in the world to a company?
Like how so?
Like how do you compare the two? You can't. You have granted, Donald Trump had thousands of employees under him at one point.
Yeah.
Was he personally like in charge of like their well-being? No, he had people that he fucking paid to like figure shit out while he was collecting on the company's profits and filing for bankruptcy X amount of times when shit went south. A nation is different. He can't just cut his losses and like, all right, well I resign. All right. I'm gonna start from zero again. Vote for me in 2020 or whatever. Because
the thing is that, like, best case scenario, he does an okay. I'm not expecting him to do a superb job. If anything, he's like an average candidate. Mm. But I mean, if worse comes to worse, he's either gonna get impeached or he's just not gonna get reelected. And how badly could she get?
I mean, worse comes to worse, fucking World War III, man. I don't.
Which honestly, do you see it happening? Because apparently Russia is on Donald Trump's side. Because Russia's the one that actually leaked it with the attempt of actually helping Donald Trump win the election.
I don't know, man.
Wouldn't you say having Russia as an ally be very, prosperous for us, man? It's good for us. That's a dangerous enemy to have, Russia.
At the same time, it's like, I don't know. The prospect of Donald Trump running the most powerful nation in the world kind of scares me. Like, I don't know. Like,
why does that scare you though? I feel like a woman who has like lied, who's like escaped indictment for whatever reason. I'm not sure how the fuck she did that,
but then it's like, okay, yeah, she did all that. I'm not absolving Hillary of. I'm not saying, hand the reins to Hillary. Yeah. I'm saying
she's more qualified than Donald Trump. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Yeah and no. Like, again, I have my reservations about her too. But like with Donald Trump, it's like just everything I've seen from him thus far has like he's a nasty person.
Yeah, he's a nasty person. Who gives a shit?
I don't want to be led by a nasty person. I don't want the decisions that are going to affect my life to come from this piece of shit. Like, ideally, I want the person that has my best interest in mind. That's the whole point of, voting and all that.
But there's never a candidate who has Bernie Sanders is the closest one, and he's not running for president unless Hillary Clinton gets freaking booted.
So you're basically saying
we're fucked. Yes, we're fucked.
It's like, okay, well,
we might as well freaking.
I'm gonna cast my ballot to the devil because fucking.
Hey, man, Daenerys from Game of Thrones said it best. Why bother to fix the wheel when you can just break the wheel? Let's just break the wheel, man. Fuck it, break the wheel.
Except, who's gonna end up under the wheel though, right? It's not gonna be Donald Trump. He's not. If all shit goes south, Donald Trump's gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. He's gonna go back to Trump Tower, sit on his golden toilet, take a shit, whatever. It's gonna be us people in the middle, lower class, whatever, that are gonna get shit on completely. So then, like, what do you say then? Oh well, I cast my vote for Donald Trump because sometimes it's better to break the wheel so long as it's on my back. Like, I don't.
No, but here's the thing. When I see Donald Trump, I see a man who's ego-driven, which means he cares a lot about what people think about him. Even though he appears like he cares what people think about him, he doesn't want. He's not gonna do like a shitty. He's not gonna do a shitty job just for the sake of doing a shitty job. If he's a guy who's basically encompassed into in the idea of getting approved by others, they're not gonna. His reputation is on the line.
Yeah, but then
in a way,
if.
What's the point of winning an
he's
election?
ego-driven, I'll give you that, but I feel like to a certain degree he doesn't give a shit what other people think about him. I mean, that's basically what his whole campaign has been about. It's like, oh, well, I can say whatever I want. I don't care what you people are too PC. It's what I want. It's what I think. It's whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So in a sense, he doesn't really give a shit what he says. His PR people will be like, all right, well, just amend this one thing that you said and, apologize, but don't really apologize. And even when he apologizes, it's like this backhanded apology where he's not really apologetic, but he's like, oh, I'm sorry I hurt, your feelings got hurt, basically. He pulls one of those. I said a shitty thing, so I'm sorry your feelings got hurt. I'm not sorry for hurting your feelings. I'm sorry you're a little bitch and your feelings got hurt. You
can take that as that, or you can also take it as good strategy.
I take it
It's working. It's working. What he's doing right now is working.
I mean, the only positive thing I can see coming out of Donald Trump as president is like this...
Freaking chicken under your chair. Everybody gets a car. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car.
But it's okay because... What good is a car when all infrastructure just falls apart and there's no roads anymore and it's like Mad Max? It's like, come on. It's
like, for example, like the whole wall thing. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it.
It's not gonna happen.
He's just saying that just to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, I think the only positive thing that can come out is this just overarching reality check for the whole United States, and it's just gonna hit us hard. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck did we do? And now it's like, what are we doing here? Oh god. And you know, maybe we can start fixing, you know, taking the steps to fix what we fucked up at that point. But yeah, the idea of Trump as president kind of scares me, man.
Honestly, it used to scare me. Not anymore. Honestly, to tell you the truth, like, the governmental body, you know, like the fucking, like, executive, legislative, judicial,
mm-hmm.
like, you know how hard it is to, like, pass bills, you know? It's because there's so many levels of government that, like, Donald Trump's not gonna be just like, oh, I'm running shit now. The only thing he can basically do is just go to war. That's basically it. But as far as, like, as far as bills, he could veto them, but that's about it.
Yeah, like, I get the whole checks and balances thing, but
yeah.
I don't know. The whole idea of giving this scummy person all that power is a little worrisome. To me, at the very least.
Yeah, whatever. I guess we could talk about this some other day when we actually pay much more attention. Because actually, are you even paying that much attention nowadays to like I'm probably won't be paying. I probably won't be following it until like the first actual debate between Hillary and Donald Trump actually happens.
I mean, I've just been going by hearsay and like little things that I read here and there. Like I'm not terribly involved. I'll say like I don't know. I've been thinking about it more and more. It's like, okay, if I'm not fully informed, should my I don't know. Like I feel like my vote counts more if I'm not fully informed because I could easily vote towards the wrong.
Well, not really, bro. Let's be honest. This is a Democratic state. Hillary's gonna win Massachusetts. Yeah.
Probably.
If you live in New Hampshire, your vote fucking counts. You better fucking go out there and vote, man. I don't want to hear I gotta do my laundry or my vote doesn't matter. You better fucking go if you're one of the swing states.
Well, you know, Heroes is on tonight, so I don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who I vote for.
Yeah.
If anybody.
I mean, well, voting day is November 4th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so alright. So we still got a ways to go.
Well, yeah. You got anything else, Caveman?
Besides this hooker under my bed, no. Suicide Squad, a week from this coming Friday. I'm fucking pumped for that movie, man.
Yeah, not interested.
Because you're a bitch.
I don't know. It's like literally scraping the bottom of the. Literally, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Scraping the bottom of the. This is a movie centered around bad people.
Yeah.
Bad people.
Who aren't all that interesting to me. All right, so they're.
Because you don't read the comic books. You're completely oblivious to everything that's going on.
There's Will Smith guy. Okay, great. And then there's the crocodile-looking dude, and okay.
Killer Croc,
yeah, that guy. Is that the guy from the fucking Batman series?
Yes.
Okay, so that's him. Not what I imagined. And then there's the fire dude. Who's the fire dude?
El Diablo.
El Diablo?
Yeah.
That's...
some Spanish dude that shoots out fire.
And then there's like this Asian ninja chick, maybe?
I have no idea who she is.
Oh, I read the comic books. I'm much more well-informed than you are.
Whoa, I am. Well, I am.
Anywho, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't...
Do you think Jared Leto's gonna do a pretty good Joker? He looks pretty good from like the trailers and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that sort of Joker, like the whole like real OG Joker kind of thing. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's different. I'll say that much. I can't say that I don't like it or do just yet.
Yeah.
I have to watch
you have to watch it, yeah.
But
are you actually planning on watching it?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, you have to watch it, right?
I'm going to, so I can,
Actually, Batman's gonna be in the film.
Yeah, no, I've seen the bits in the trailer where he like hops down and turns around and that's it.
I'm done here. I'm Batman.
It's like a cameo.
Mr. Affleck. Actually, they're trying to get.
No,
you're gonna be Ben Affleck. It's gonna be some other dude.
Yep.
In a Batman costume.
This stunt double. Speaking of which, have you seen the trailer for the teaser trailer for Justice League?
Oh, I have, yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like, Superman probably isn't going to appear till the second part 2 of the Justice League movie, so...
Because I mean, well, I don't know. I didn't watch the Batman versus Superman.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, then
So like, does Superman go like, all right, I'm gonna go travel around the galaxy? Oh, spoiler alert! Spoiler.
No. Well, honestly, I can't tell you, man.
Oh,
You're gonna have to watch it. Yeah, you'll watch it.
Great. I just know.
I'll get you a copy.
Aquaman is in there. Khal Drogo Aquaman is there.
Yeah. I talk to fish.
So I heard a rumor you talk to fish, do you? And he's like, I don't like that joke.
It's just elementary school all over again.
I don't talk to just fish. I talk to all aquatic beasts. That means whales too. They're not fish. They're mammals.
It's a shitty lineup though. They're like really. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not great.
They're really. I don't know. Marvel just has a lot more interesting characters.
Yeah.
Much more interesting.
And a higher budget, I think.
Yeah. Of course, man. Disney,
it's
man.
It's Disney.
They don't fuck around.
They got all the money, man. Disney runs the universe.
Actually, as far as media, they probably do.
Yeah,
Time Warner's the only one who's actually like kind of like battling them out.
Yeah.
There's Fox too, but Fox is not. Fox is like a small dot.
Yeah, no. Disney.
Viacom's also.
Disney consumes everything eventually.
Yeah. Just like Star Wars, man. Dude, Star Wars is their top grossing
franchises.
Dude, Star Wars is their top grossing film.
I can see that. Yeah.
Dude, I think $2 billion.
Jesus Christ.
That movie grossed.
Just because it has the word Star Wars on it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
And like Han Solo, Spider in there.
Oh, yeah, but like also like the marketing too.
That's it.
They were pretty good.
For Star Wars movies since like what, the 70s, 80s. It's a big fucking deal, man. Actually, no. See, I never count the stupid the
fucking cartoons and stuff.
No, the trilogy, the more recent trilogy.
Oh, already
so
those
1, 2, and 3. I never count those. Like I always in my mind they don't really exist. What's his name?
Samuel Jackson does not exist in the Star Wars universe.
You mean Mace Windu, bro? Purple lightsaber guy.
Purple lifesaver. Got some candies for you. But I guess that's a good place.
Yeah.
To leave it off.
We're rambling at this point.
Yeah. You're just trying to complete the 1 hour mark, but whatever. We'll cut it short. Well, this I guess was episode numero 2 or number 2.
Yep.
I am your host, Edwin, with my co-host, Edgar.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get back to you on that setup. We'll see who's really in charge here. Do you feel in charge?
Later, folks.